Second operation is deletion operation, removing an element from a circular queue data structure. Assume that this is your circular queue data structure with max size 4, that means 0, 1, 2, 3 are the indexes, 0, 1, 2, 3. Assume that the elements are 10, 20, 30 as well as 40. Initially front is 0 as well as rear is max is -1. Assume that is your circular queue data structure and I want to delete an element from that circular queue data structure. What is the first condition we need to check for underflow or not? That means whether the circular queue data structure is empty or not. The first condition is check for underflow or not. Underflow means empty or not. If there are no elements in the circular queue, initially both front and rear are points to which one? -1. That is, if f is equal to -1, that indicates underflow. Circular queue is empty. Not possible to delete an element from a circular queue. Why? Because there are no elements. So return -1. Second one, move the first element to the temporary variable. Second step is move the first element to the temporary variable. This is same as the linear queue. Y is equal to CQ of F. Y is equal to CQ of F. Name of this one is CQ array. CQ of F. Next, deletions are from which end? Front end. So update front pointer or front variable. Update front pointer or front variable. How to update the front pointer? If F is equal to R. If F is equal to R means after deleting an element, if there are no elements in the circular queue data structure, then reset them to which one? -1. Then F is equal to R is equal to -1. Else, if F is not equal to R, then check if F reaches max size -1 or not. F reaches max size -1 or not. If F reaches max size -1, then reset that one to 0. Else F plus plus. Else F plus plus. Next, return the value. Return y. Coming to the tracing. Assume that first time I am calling the deletion function. Deletion. Is F is equal to -1 there? Is 0 equal to -1? No. Condition is false. That means our circular queue is not empty. Coming to the second step. Move the first element. Y is equal to CQ of F means y is equal to 10. Y is equal to 10. Next, how to update the front pointer after deleting the first element? Is F is equal to R? What is the value of F? 0. Double equal to R value is 3. 0 double equals to 3. Condition is false. Coming to the else block. Is F reaches max is -1? 0 double equals to 3. Again condition is false. Then coming to the else block, F plus plus, that is F is equal to 0 plus 1, that is 1. Now F points to the index 1. Finally return y means return the value 10 to the main function. That means our deleted element is 10. Again I am calling the deletion function second time. Now is F is equal to -1? 1 is equal to -1? No, condition is false. Coming to the second step, move the first element to the temporary variable, that is y is equal to 20. Next, how to update the front pointer? Is F is equal to R? What is F? 1. Is 1 is equal to R value is 3? No, condition is false. Next, coming to the else block. In else block, is F reaches max size -1? Is 1 double equals to 3? No, condition is false. So coming to the else block, F plus plus. F is equal to 1 plus 1, that is 2. That means finally return an element y. The deleted element is 20. Next, again I am calling the deletion function third time. What is the value of F now? 2. is 2 double equals to minus 1? No, condition is false. Coming out of the if block. Move the first element, that is y is equal to 30. Next, is f is equal to r? Is 2 is equal to 3? No, condition is false. Coming to the else block. Is f reaches max size minus 1? No, condition is false. Coming to the else. Simply update. F is equal to f plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Finally, the deleted element is y, that is 30. Again, next time I am calling the deletion function. Now, what is the value of f? 3 double equals to minus 1, condition is false. Next, move. That is y is equal to, now what is the element? 40. Next, how to update? Is f is equal to r? 3 double equals to 3. Yes. F value is 3 and r value is 3. 3 double equals to 3, condition is true. So, f is equal to r is equal to minus 1. That means after deleting this element, circular Q data structure is empty. Then reset them to which one? Minus 1. F is equal to r is equal to minus 1. Consider one more case. Assume that is our circular Q data structure. Front pointer points to the last index, rear pointer points to before last. That means our circular Q is full case. So coming to that particular case, if I am calling the deletion function, what is the value of f? 3. Is 3 is equal to minus 1? No, that means circular Q is not empty. Coming to the else block, y is equal to CQ of f means y is equal to 40. Next, update front pointer. How to update? Is front is equal to rear? Is 3 equal to 2? No, condition is false. So coming out of if, go to the else block. Is f is equal to max size minus 1? Yes. What is f? 3 is equal to max size minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 double equals to 3, condition is true. Then set f to which one? 0. That means after deleting this particular element, front pointer should point to which one? The first element. That is nothing but a circular Q data structure. Whenever the front pointer or rear pointer reaches max size minus 1, then reset them to which one? 0. So f is equal to 0. Finally, return y. Return y means the deleted element is 40. So this is deletion operation. How to display the elements of a circular Q data structure? To write the logic for the display function, consider two cases. This is case 1 as well as case 2. In case 1, front pointer points to the 0 and rear pointer points to max size minus 1, 3. Coming to the case 2, r plus 1 is equal to f. These two are the overflow conditions coming to the insertion operation. Okay. Here coming to the case 1, what are my circular Q elements? Circular Q elements are 10, 20, 30, 40 are my circular Q elements. That means the elements that are starting from the front to the rear are my circular Q elements. Whereas coming to the case 2, what are my circular Q elements? 50, 60, 30, 40. 50, 60, 30, 40 are my circular Q elements. Why? Because the elements that are starting from the front pointer are my circular Q elements. So the element that is started from front is 50, 60, next one is 30, 40 are my circular Q elements in this particular case. Now how to write the logic? First one is check for underflow. Check for underflow. Why? Because if circular Q is empty, it is not possible to display the elements. That is, if f is equal to minus 1, if f is equal to minus 1, underflow. Underflow means circular Q is empty, not possible to display the elements. Otherwise means else block. Check if R is less than F or not. Coming to the first one is if block, second one is else block. In else block, that means if circular Q is not empty, check whether R is less than F or not. Consider the case 2. Here R is less than F, condition is true. Then what are my circular Q elements starting from front to which one? Max size minus 1. First 50 and 60 are my circular Q elements. So how to print 50 and 60? For I is equal to F, I is less than or equal to max size minus 1 as well as I plus plus. So for I is equal to front to max size minus 1, display the elements, print CQ of I, print CQ of I, that is 50 as well as 60. So after displaying the elements 50 as well as 60, next display the elements 30 as well as 40. How to display the elements 30 as well as 40? For I is equal to 0 to which one? R. For I is equal to 0 to I is less than R, I plus plus, or less than or equal to R, I plus plus, print CQ of I, print CQ of I. That means it prints I equal to 0 means it prints 30, next less than or equal to R means it prints 40. It prints 40. Else means if this condition is false. If this condition is false means this is the case. Consider the case 1. Now how to display the elements? For I is equal to 0, I is less than or equal to max size minus 1, I plus plus, print circular Q of I, print CQ of I, closing of else block. This is the closing of else. So this is the logic to display the elements of a circular Q data structure. Check for underflow condition whether the circular Q is empty or not. If circular Q is not empty, then we need two cases, case 1 as well as case 2. Coming to the case 2, what are my Q elements? The elements that are starting from the front pointer are my Q elements. So 50, 60, next 30, 40 are my Q elements. How to display them? For I is equal to F2 max size minus 1, display these two elements. Next take one more loop, I is equal to 0 to rare, display these two elements. This is the logic when R is less than F. This is the logic when R is less than F. If this condition is false means consider the case 1. What is case 1? F is 0, rare is 3. Rare is 3, less than F is 0. Condition is false. Coming to the else block. Here what are my Q elements? 10, 20, 30, 40. Simply for I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to max size minus 1, I plus plus, print CQ of I. So this is circular Q data structure.